Hi. Um, I haven't made a video like this in a long time. So even just when I said hi right now, I felt so awkward. This is the first take, so I don't even know if this is going to make it into the video, but hi. It's Jane Wild. This is my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this, thank you for being subscribed or for clicking the video. Yeah, I haven't uploaded to my YouTube channel in I think like 2 years or something. And there's multiple reasons for that, and I'm gonna talk about all of them and why I kind of fell off with YouTube and where I've been, what I've been doing for the past however long it's been. And yeah, so I just want to say, first of all, I don't even know what I want to say, and that's the craziest part because I've been wanting to upload a video for a while, but it's really hard when you don't know like what you want to talk about or what you have to say. And I've never been somebody that will like talk just to talk or just make a video saying things that I don't actually mean or feel. I would rather just be quiet. So I think I have reached a point in my life when I'm being quiet more often than not, and I'm kind of okay with that. So that's one reason why I haven't uploaded a video, because I just haven't known like what to talk about. I have done all different types of videos, and there were some videos I made in the past that were like really personal and I was just spilling my guts, and maybe that wasn't necessarily completely appropriate for me and like what feels good for me. So I think the oversharing just was getting to be too much, and I just decided to take a step back and let my personal life be a personal life, because I'm an adult content creator. I never signed up to be an influencer or somebody that shares their whole life or vlogs all the time or streams or any of that stuff. And if I ever have tried any of that stuff, it's because it sounded cool, it sounded interesting, and when you have the freedom to try new things and dip your toes into different worlds, I wanted to take advantage of that, and I'm so glad that I did, because you have to try stuff to figure out what works and what you enjoy. So yeah, I wasn't feeling motivated to make any videos. Also, just a side note, I don't think I'm gonna do any editing on this video, because that just sounds really fucking tedious. And that's also one of the reasons that I stopped making YouTube videos, because I was working with an editor and I just was not happy with the quality of work, which is completely fine. But YouTube editors, you guys are superstars, because I couldn't do it. I tried to sit down with a long form video like this and edit it, and I don't like listening to myself in that way, and it just felt really uncomfortable. So yeah, it was just, and then I think I've become less articulate. Sometimes I just have trouble finding the words. And I guess that was kind of starting to be a little more of a problem for me, and another reason why it was hard for me to sit down and make these videos. So yeah, there was that, and that basically I just wasn't feeling it, and there was just nothing to say at the moment. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just not going to upload. I haven't until now, because I've been wanting to upload something just to be like, I'm still here. And I looked back at my videos on YouTube recently, and I didn't realize they had kind of accumulated like a fair amount of views, which makes me really happy, because it means that people actually care about what I have to say, other than when I'm getting fucked in the ass. So that's great. um, so yeah, what have I been up to in the past 2 years? So I think I kind of stopped making videos like mid 2022. I was going through a lot that year. Like, full disclosure, that year was definitely like a low point of my life, like emotionally, mentally, a lot of things. And I had to go into recovery for a mental disease called codependency. And you might say, oh, I've heard of codependency. Like, how is that a disease? Everyone's codependent. Like, it just means that you can't be alone. Like, because that's what most people think codependency is. But it's so much more than that, and it's so much more heinous than that, and it doesn't go away. You have to live with it. There are ways to live with it, which is what I'm currently doing for the last 2 years. Actually, and it's like near the end of June right now, and my codependency recovery birthday is July 4th, because in 2022, July 4th, I was having the worst day of my fucking life, and I wanted to die. So very, very luckily for me, I found a meeting, and now I go to meetings and I just work on myself, and it's basically just like about how to have better self-esteem and have better relationships with people and not self-sabotage, which is a huge problem that I have. So yeah, that's what I've been working on for the last 2 years. It's completely changed me as a person. It's changed a lot of the things that I thought about myself, but in a good way. In a good way, like, I'm so much happier with who I am now than who I was then. And I just am like ever evolving and ever growing, ever healing, and it feels really, really good. And it feels really good. Codependency. So there's that. 2023 was a good year for me. I would say the first half of the year was really great. Like, one of the best half years I've experienced. The second half of the year was not great in any capacity for me. I started having really bad acne, and I've had acne on and off for a couple of years now. I mean, I had it in high school. Then when I started in the industry, so like 19, 20 years old, I didn't really have acne. And then at one point it came back. I went on medication. It got better. It cleared up completely. I was so happy. And then I started to have like little pimples here and there, but nothing insane. Like, my skin texture was completely smooth and clear. It would just be like a bump here, a bump here. And for some reason, I couldn't just be okay with that. And I started to try and like brainstorm what was wrong with my body, that I was starting to get acne again. And I got off birth control, and then I ended up having the worst cystic acne of my entire life that lasted for the entire second half of the year, and there was truly no end in sight. I had to go on accutane, and people who have been following me on Instagram and Twitter and all the places, or see me in person, like, you know what I'm talking about. It was bad. I had the kind of acne that you don't want to like look the person in the eyes, because it's like you just feel pity. And I'm not saying that I've ever felt that way, but I know how people feel towards me, or how they felt towards me. It's been a complete 180, because I've been on Accutane for almost 5 months. Next week will be the 5-month mark, and then I'll be going into month 6. I actually had an appointment today where I have to go to the doctor every month. I have to get blood work done, and we go over my blood work, and then I'll get approved for the next month prescription. It's like only on a month-to-month basis, because it can really fuck up your body. And the first few months was horrible for my body. I was in pain. I was just dealing with a lot of side effects, but now it's, I mean, I'm still kind of getting used to not having like active acne on my face right now, other than like a few tiny little bumps, which ironically, the tiny bumps are the reason that I started fucking with my skin in the first place and made it get worse, when now it's like, for so many months now, I would do anything to just have some tiny bumps and like not have these giant painful cysts all over my face. And I don't have any cysts anymore, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Like, I can't even express how grateful. There's so many nights and so many days when I've just cried. So many things I missed out on because I didn't want to be there, because even with makeup on, like, the process of doing makeup was just so unsettling, like, for my senses, just the feeling, the texture of my skin. And I mean, you can still see, like, it's all smooth. It's just the acne scars, like, they're really hard to cover. So I'm wearing sunscreen every day, and I'm hoping that the scars get better on their own, because I can't get any like lasers or anything until probably like at least 6 months after I stop, and I'm not stopping for another 4 months. So yeah, the Accutane journey, it's not for the weak, but it was something that at a certain point, it had been so many months of having like severe acne. It was just really dampening my spirit and my personality, and I lost like an entire half year of my life. Like, it's so crazy to think about, especially because it's been at least a month at this point since I've had any real like cysts or painful pimples or anything like that. And it just became such a frequent part of my reality that it being gone now, it's almost like a ghost, because the scars are still there. And I also just have these fears, irrational, I don't know. I think it's rational, because anyone with acne will tell you that like our biggest fear is when we get clear skin is the acne coming back. It's the worst feeling in the entire world. It's like whatever hard work you had to do, it was like all for nothing. Or that's what it feels like. So yeah, I feel like I'm coming out the other side, and I'm doing better now. It's so mind-blowing to me how having acne on your face, it can like alter your entire life negatively. Every single aspect of my life suffered for months, and I just wasn't taking care of myself either, because I was like, I literally couldn't focus on anything except my acne and how my acne looked. It's a disease. Like, it has to be like a mental disease to like think that much about your skin and how others are perceiving you. It's not fun. And I've just been perceived for so long now. My entire adult life, I've been perceived. I've been on camera performing, pretending. And it's really hard to have to do that in your regular life too. Like, in my personal life, I would wear makeup in cases when I wouldn't normally wear makeup, because I was embarrassed of how like red my skin was, or how bumpy my skin was, or whatever the case. So yeah, just being perceived, like, it's such a mind fuck sometimes, because then I'm like, who am I? At the end of the day, I know who I am, and I'm happy with who I am. And this whole experience with acne has really made me a much more confident person, I think, like, in general. And it sounds so cliche and corny, but I really had to focus on other aspects, like other parts of my personality, other accomplishments, other things going on. Like, you can't just do nothing, even though I wanted to do nothing every single day. But there was a couple months when I would have to go to set with the acne on my face, and I felt like I had to give a disclaimer to the makeup artist, like, I'm so sorry that you have to cover my disgusting acne with your makeup brushes, and it really just brings your self-esteem down to a level that you didn't even realize you could reach, and then you realize you're like, oh, that's where I'm at, and it just sucks. So I'm really grateful that I'm feeling better about myself and that it's coinciding with things are clearing up physically. And I really love summer. I love summer. Yeah, this first video back is a little rough, and my arm looks like the size of a fucking whale, but whatever. Okay, so accutane, codependency, just why I haven't been uploading. Is there anything else I wanted to cover in this video? I guess a lot of people, maybe not a lot, maybe some, maybe none, but some people may have noticed that I haven't posted about being on set in probably like, well, to be fair, I don't post that often when I'm on set, but full disclosure, I haven't been on an adult set as a performer in probably like 6 months. And the reason for that is obviously being on the Accutane and just my acne being so bad. I like just needed to stop and needed to take a break from shooting, especially because the first few months of Accutane, your skin gets way worse. So that period, I just needed to know that like I didn't commit to being anywhere and having any random makeup and stuff put on my face and having my face touched. So yeah, that was my initial reason. And then the more time that I haven't been shooting for any companies in the industry, except I think I did like one scene back in March or April. I don't remember what month it was, but it made me slow down and realize that this is the first voluntary time off that I've ever taken since I started working in the adult industry. We had COVID, and that was like 3 months. That wasn't by choice. We were all pretty upset that we couldn't work. Sorry I'm saying so many times. Like, this is just, I haven't like just spewed my consciousness in a while. So yeah, and I got back to work like pretty much immediately in 2020 as soon as we could. And then I've kind of just been shooting nonstop since then. And it's been 4 years since then. It's been 6 years since I've been in the industry, 6.5 years. And I'm just tired. I'm a little tired. And people keep asking for new scenes, and I still have had new scenes come out this year. I've had scenes for Tushy, Jules Jordan, Evil Angel, Darko, Tushy Rob, Team Skeet. I have a lot of scenes coming out that we shot last year. And a lot of them was when my acne was really bad. So now I'm just like I don't want to look at that. But at the same time, I'm happy scenes are still coming out and people are asking, are you retired? The answer is, I don't know, because it depends on what your definition of retired is. If you are asking, are you ever going to shoot for companies again? The answer is, I don't know, because I don't know what the future holds. As of now, I'm literally just taking it day by day. And first of all, I'm not going to go back to shooting in like a full-time capacity until I'm off Accutane, because Accutane makes my fucking lips and skin and everything is just dry, and I don't like it. So it wouldn't be until like later this year if I did. And if you're asking, well, do you still make videos? The answer is yes. I have an OF and I make videos for my OF all the time. And I'm literally chatting, sitting there on my OF, like talking to my subscribers and fans, like one-on-one. And I've really found a new appreciation for that in a way that I have not experienced until kind of more recently. I mean, I've always enjoyed it, but I was always someone that was like, well, I would rather fuck on camera and blah, blah, blah. And obviously, I still like to fuck on camera, but now I just kind of enjoy the simplicity of just getting to know someone and talking to them about their day, and the private like intimacy and the sexting and all that kind of stuff has just become a lot more appealing to me than it used to be. So yeah, there's my answer. I'm not retired. I'm still making porn. I'm still a porn star. I'm still Jane Wild. I still have scenes coming out. I literally have had a scene come out at least every month this year, I think, maybe more. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to for the past 2 years or so. Just living life, dealing with, the hiccups and the ups and downs as they come. And I'm extremely grateful that I'm still here, and I'm so grateful that I have so many fans after all these years who still care about not just my work, but me as a person. And that's why I'm uploading to YouTube now, because the people who are gonna watch this video all the way through, or even if you skip around, I don't really care. You guys are the ones that I'm doing all of this for, because you guys are the ones that have really supported me, not just as, oh, another porn girl, another, piece of the machine that makes it run, but as a person, as Jane Wild, the human being, and my intricacies and my interests, my hobbies, my thoughts, my feelings. And I'm just so grateful for that. And I don't take it for granted. And I would like to start uploading here more often. I'm not going to use the word more regularly, because that's making a commitment that I just know I'm not going to be able to have like a regular upload schedule. It's just not going to be my thing. But I am really happy to be making this video, and I do hope to make more. I just need more ideas. So if you guys have any ideas for videos you'd like to see me make for my YouTube channel, you can comment them below. I would really appreciate that. If you don't subscribe, I would love if you could subscribe to me and like this video and engage with it and stuff. And if you guys do and you're showing that you want more videos, then I'll make more. All right, that's about it. Bye.